Funding provided by
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we're committed to our foundation of personalized service while treating our customers like family and valuing our employees. Fairway Meat and Grocery, that's what we're all about.
by Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialists, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
Small businesses are the backbone of Iowa's communities, and they are backed by Iowa banks. With advice, loans, and financial services, banks across Iowa are committed to showing small businesses the way to a stronger tomorrow. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
Welcome to downtown Des Moines for a busy evening of girls high school hoops at Wells Fargo Arena. It's night number 1 of our 2022 Girls Championship coverage, and we are back and in the arena. Hello, everybody. I'm Paul Yeager. I'm already on set at our on-site Iowa PBS Sports Desk. As you just saw there, we're high above the action this weekend. A quick reminder, you can watch tonight's games throughout all of Iowa's 99 counties right here on statewide Iowa PBS or from anywhere online at iowapbs.org. So tell a friend. Tonight, we are going to bring you the trophies, the highlights, the in-depth features, and the analysis that have become a hallmark of Iowa PBS high school sports coverage. First, though, we're going to jump right into tonight's matchups in the 5A and 3A championships and show you how those teams made their way out of the semifinals and into tonight's finals. Let's begin in Class 5A. Pleasant Valley, they earned their first tournament victory in school history with a win over City High. And the Johnston Dragons, they took step 1 of an undefeated season in the quarters when they knocked out Dowling Catholic early on. Jessie Clemens takes it in for the Spartans. And then Clemens does it on defense. She gets the steal, goes to the other end of the floor, coast to coast for 2. She'd finish with 9. Johnston's Jada Jimphy, you're going to hear a lot about her tonight. She gets it into the paint, and now she's going to get a feed from Allie Tankey. Drop step, score for 2. Jimphy would finish with 13. The future Hawkeye helps Johnston lead by 10 at the break. In the second half, Zoe Buchan, beautiful from outside, hits the 3 ball there. And Zoe again, this time's gonna drive, and the baby hook off the glass. Zoe would add 11, and then Aaliyah Riley out front on the steal, gets the outlet pass and lays it in. And now Riley is going to flash some of her defensive skills, steps in front of that, and now she's going to go the other way and lay it in. Riley would have 8 assists to go along with her 12 points. The Dragons still perfect, back into the title game for the 3rd year in a row with a 20-point win. They would play the winner of this one, Valley of West Des Moines, Joseph Segrist in his 6th state tournament, and Waterloo West, 10th trip to state for Dr. Tony Pappas, who's approaching a coaching milestone. Early on for the Wallhawks, Sahara Williams into Brooklyn Smith. Smith will get another opportunity here. We'll talk a little bit more about her as the night goes on, but her mom, Nina, was Miss Iowa basketball in 1999. Valley trying to keep it in there. Anna Spain finds Ellen Litt from outside for 3. And now Litt drives in. Bright spot for the Tigers. West, though, would lead at the break 31-18 in the second half. Tigers trying to keep it close. Litt is going to find Elise Yeager at the top of the free throw line. And this play is going to look almost like the last one. But it worked, so Valley would do it until it was stopped. Yeager again. That's with a J, by the way. Waterloo West, look at Sahara Williams. Look at that scoop underneath. We're going to talk about her in a moment. Another drive. This move's even better. The Euro step through the defense and 1. Williams had 24 in the quarters, 21 in the semis. Leads the Wallhawks to their first title game since 2002. And Dr. Pappas's win number 600 of his career. And we are going to get to the analysis part of the game. Jackie Kalin will have the 3A title, which we'll talk about in just a moment. And Laura Leonard will have 5A. So, Laura, let's begin with 5A. Waterloo West. I guess the easy question is, how'd they get here?
Well, they got here because of team chemistry. They've got experience, and they have trust in one another. And those are the things that really these championship teams build on, and they've hard work. That's how they've gotten here. But they also, during the season, you always seem to have a little milestone in the season that helps propel you. It was a loss late in the season to Iowa City High that they were blown out. And that was a wake-up call for them. Ever since that loss, they have been on a roll.
That's away from Wells Fargo Arena, but inside, they had to kind of excise some demons. There's been some games they've fallen a little short in getting to this title game. So what makes them good and gets them into the great championship here in just a few minutes?
Well, I think what makes them so good is their balance. They have great inside chemistry. They have great outside chemistry. And we saw several of the players on the highlights on the perimeter. Hallie Pope, we didn't see a whole lot of her, but everybody's going to see a lot of her tonight. And Sahara Williams saw a lot of great moves from her inside Brooklyn Smith. And then the X factor that I think, Sierra Moore, she's averaging a double-double here in the state tournament.
You're going to be saying a lot of those names. Polk is a player that a lot of coaches have said, I'd love to start a team with her. You'll talk about that in the broadcast with BJ. So let's talk about Johnston. Third time into the title game. We've seen Johnston here a lot. Jada Gyamfi is an interesting character, to say the least. She's a joy to talk to after a game. She's flashing the bright shoes, the bright fingernails. This year she got rid of the orange, went to spring break. She also gets a lot of attention from opposing coaches. Why?
Because she's good at what she does. She plays in the middle, and she's not just a block-to-block type of player. She's a player that can step out. She can shoot the mid-range jumper. She can extend a little bit further as well. But she's also a difference maker in the middle on defense. She can block some shots, and people are going to game plan to try to go away from her, and they're also going to try to game plan to shut her down.
And that's when defenses might overcommit up top, and you're saying there might be something down low, or maybe on the outside. Katie Dinnebeer for Waukee last year, outstanding, capped a great career at the state tournament. Scratch out the name Dinnebeer, right in the name Anna Gosling, almost the same type of player, great from the outside and great at Wells Fargo Arena at the state tournament.
She loves playing here. She's shooting 52% for her career. Now, this will be her 11th state tournament game tonight, shooting 52% here on the Wells Fargo floor. And we talked about an X factor for Waterloo West. I think Anna Gosling is going to be the X factor for the Johnston Dragons.
We'll see how it all shapes up. You'll have the call with BJ Shaven here in just a matter of moments, but that's only game one. Let's go to the nightcap, and that is Class 3A. That's the order we're going this year, and this is the two teams. These are the two teams that are in the finals. Estherville Lincoln Central beat Sergeant Bluff Luton to advance, and Unity Christian, number one, and they survived Assumption in the quarters, and also the defending champs. Gracie Schoenhoven to Jenna Bauma, and that combination worked again, this time the baseline shot. Those two have scored a lot of points, but Estherville Lincoln Central says, you know what, we got a couple of players too. Here's one of them. Haley Stokes out to Caitlin Tendall, and then ahead, Tendall gets behind, finishes on the rim. Stokes, 5 assists. Tendall would finish with 22. ELC up big at the break, 33-15. Tara Scheidemann gets the kick out 3. And now Scheidemann playing trail to Gracie Schoenhoven. Off the block, the putback is good by Scheidemann. Unity would cut the 20-point lead down to 6, but get no closer because of moves like this. Caitlin Tendall drives down for the layup. And now it's going to be Haley Stokes. That stroke is beautiful. And Stokes again. Makes the move behind the back, through the defense, and one. Stokes would have 11 after she had 16 in the quarters. ELC into the title game with a 57-44 win over Unity. Ballard, sound familiar? Well, they knocked off Center Port Urbana 43-29. They're also the defending champs in 4A. West Lyon was in the 3A title game last year. They only gave up 3 points in the second half to Roland Story to advance to this one. Gianna Clarenbeek early gets the kick out. And then Brooklyn Meyer, the future SDSU Jackrabbit, puts in 2 of her 24 points. And then Ballard goes to work with Brooke Levy. What a move there. And you know what? She also does it again. Watch Levy on the crossover. Freezes it, gets the friendly roll. She'd lead all scorers with 25. Then Meg Reitz drives. And now from the corner for 3, Meg Reitz. Nice shot. Ballard leads 24-17 at the break in the second half. West Lyon trying to make a run. Gianna Clarenby. Nice shot. Number 20 has a 3. She's going to have another 3, this time from almost NBA range. She'd finish with 14, but Ballard pulled on some experience. Kylie Rigby lives in the... Anyway, can't say that without getting in trouble. Hits the 3 from outside. Now Lily Beal with the pass. And Kylie Rigby, the big 3, back in the title game. Now in 3A as Ballard holds on with a 5-point advantage over West Lyon. All right, Jackie Kalin, you've seen all the highlights. There's a player that stands out for you that you want to talk about. But as a former player yourself, you know how that relationships is with Coach. You always have to have that open communication. Where does Brooke Levy stand with Coach Anderson?
Brooke Levy is an extremely impressive player, and Coach Anderson says she's the best basketball mind I've coached. Extremely high basketball IQ, spot on in huddles with her teammates, knows exactly what to say. She played off the ball as a starter from her freshman year, playing alongside Molly Eiley, and this year moved into the point guard position and has carried her team all season long.
Molly Eiley and the rest of the Bombers last year got to take part in all sorts of fun stuff, parades and pep rallies, and they got to experience everything about a state championship. You do it once, you want to do it again. There's that high that you athletes are always chasing.
Absolutely right, Paul. And this environment is high pressure, high stakes. And anytime you have that experience coming in, knows what it feels like and what it takes to win a championship. This team has been talking about doing it again from day one. They're not afraid to talk about it. It's been a goal from the start to play on Saturday, except for moving to 3A means they're on Friday. They'll take it.
They'll take it. It's still a day that ends in Y, and they're in the championship game.
Absolutely right.
All right, so the approach for Ballard is to embrace, but there's also something to be said about living in the moment. And Estherville Lincoln Central, they're pretty focused right now. They live in the now.
That's exactly right. They are a team that enters each day play by play, day by day. They don't necessarily talk about winning the state championship, but just outworking their opponent for 32 minutes. That's what they've done all season long, is just show up prepared and ready to work hard.
Coach Don Martindale coached at Spencer. Now he coaches at ELC. He's retired from teaching, so now he just gets to focus on coaching. But in talking with people who've covered him, watched his teams at either of those schools over the year, they watched earlier this week and said nothing has changed with him. His teams are still smart, tough, and energetic. Do you agree with their assessment?
I 100% agree with this. And this is not necessarily a flashy team. It's just a team that plays hard, plays together. They've played with each other since day one back in elementary school. They have each other's back, and they just talk about showing up and beating teams by playing hard and aggressive for 32 minutes.
And sometimes they have to have meetings with the coach.
They do. In fact, at the beginning of the season, the seniors met with coach and said, we don't want to run any conditioning drills this year. We don't need to. We're going to work so hard in practice that in and of itself will keep us conditioned all season long. And they did it. Not a single conditioning drill. And they're one of the most conditioned teams we've seen all year.
Well, Laura Leonard, sometimes you see deep teams, sometimes you see not so deep teams. It's a matter of how they do in the moment. You've watched a lot of the games here at the tournament this week. We're back with a full contingent of fans. It's been loud. It's been ruckus. It's been another girls' tournament. What has stood out to you this week about having this back like we've had it in the past?
You know, I think the joy of just being back here and having the full atmosphere that everybody embraces. And I have to say, and Jackie doesn't know this, but there was a game the other day, and we both looked over and we saw the celebration happening for the winning team. And Jackie had a big smile on her face. I had a big smile on her face. And it's just part of the experience to be here, to be able to enjoy it with the girls. Yes, there's disappointment on one side, but just to see the elation on the other side, it's all part of us and what we grew up with.
You can get a little emotional. I can as well. So thank you so very much for all your work in this pregame show. Part of the tournament is the emotion, but another is the pageantry. Let's go down to the floor and let's now hear and see the All Iowa Honor Dance Team.
Let's welcome the All Iowa Honor Dance Team under the direction of Kathy Inyart as they perform for your pregame entertainment. 50 dancers will perform a hoop routine to a medley of USA songs. The pregame was choreographed by Rachel Wurr and Ella Johnner from Pella. This performance is dedicated to Lois Turnage. Ladies and gentlemen, the All Iowa Honor Dance Team. Please stand as we honor America, our military, and their families. The All Iowa Dancers will now perform a patriotic finale featuring all of the state flags of our great nation. Ellie Booth from Waverly Shell Rock is our United States flag bearer, and the national anthem will be sung by Jackie Schmelin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fearless fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Jackie Schmelin and the All-Iowa Honor Dance Team.
All right, thank you very much. We will be right back with a full night of basketball. We have Class 3A and 5A championships coming up next on Statewide Iowa PBS.